kind of rely on in the wintertime to, win a lot of games and give this community something to be proud of.
You're tuned in to the Coach's Corner Show right here on WIZS Radio. Oh, what a beautiful day. 33.6 degrees here in Vance County. Hope you're having a good one. Coach's Corner Show right here where we unite the community and local sports all at once here on WIZS. Our first guest this afternoon kicks off the afternoon with Scotty Richardson, the athletic director for Crossroad Christian, as they take on Vance Academy in the second round of the North Carolina Independent School Athletic Association, also senior in Colby Taylor. My friends, how are we today?
Doing good, Trey. Doing good.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for coming on to the Coach's Corner Show today. And it's kind of perfect. It's kind of our pregame show, should you say, to kick off this afternoon, which the game right here on WIZS at 4:30 p.m. Let's kind of dive right in. What are you looking forward out of your guys here today at 4:30 versus KVA for the second round of the Independent School Athletic Association state playoffs?
Well, we're just excited to be playing. Actually, it's been such a crazy year with COVID and quarantines and all that, but it's a state tournament. So, that's great motivation, and, certainly the pregame speech should not be as, rowdy, knowing that it's a state tournament. If you can't get up for this, you might want to not play the sport. But winner goes to the Elite Eight tomorrow, and we're looking forward to a great game today.
Again, Scotty Richardson, the athletic director for Crossroad Christian, and Colby Taylor, senior for the Colts, joins us right here on the Coach's Corner Show. A team that we're very familiar with here in WIZS for local basketball at Vance Academy. Our good friend George Hull over there, the athletic director. You faced them twice this year, both by a 30-point win. What do you expect today? I'm not going to ask you for prediction, but because we know what your response would be, Coach. But what is your thoughts about this game tonight?
Well, I've convinced my guys that we lost both those games. So, we're looking at a clean slate. It's state tournament. Anything can happen. I know they got a great team, great coach. They've got 4 good seniors, and I know that they're going to give us all that we want. But, I'm looking forward to it. Again, anytime we get to play this year, it's just been a blessing. So I'm looking forward for my 3 seniors having a great performance today.
And on the personal side of things, coaching, it's been a heck of a year here for the pandemic, COVID-19, not only for Crossroad, but for our surrounding areas here at Vance County. How has it been for you, your seniors, your team, really last, 3 weeks? You say, 4 practices, 5 practices total? Am I right by saying that?
Yeah, you might have one extra in there. It's been, feels like 1 practice a week and 1 game every 2 weeks. So we have a little saying with our team that's the ABCs, and adversity builds character. And we talk about it often, and certainly we've had to fight through some adversity. And Colby jokes with me quite often about every time we meet, it's the first day. It's the first day of the week, the first day of whatever we're planning. It's we'll get it together and then take some time off, and then so it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to today.
As now, Colby, talk to us about the senior leadership that you guys have for Crossroads. For you, it's got to be, and for your seniors there, it's got to be difficult, especially, although you get to host a game for the second round here, the Independent School Athletic Association, which is pretty awesome in itself. But let's talk about on your side as a student and an athlete here for Crossroads. Let's talk about the personal side. What has been your thoughts about this season in total?
Well, it's definitely been crazy. I think one of the hardest things is we had some new kids this year. You had to build relationships with everybody, and I really feel like teams are built on how close they are. I don't think I've ever seen a team win a championship that wasn't close. That's probably been one of the main focuses for me and our other two captains, Noah Brantley and Asher Folk. Just building relationships with the rest of the guys. Got to keep the morale up. We've had several quarantines, so it's been tough, but we stay active on the text chains we have. And I know a lot of the guys are doing things like playing Xbox together and stuff like that. But I think we're really excited to play today.
And I'm going to stick with you, Colby, about I'm going to ask the coach, Scotty Richardson, the same exact question after you're done here, but talk about your players and talk about your seniors in a way that you can only especially about this year.
Well, for me, I came in halfway through last year, and those guys, Asher and Brantley, were just so accepting to me and brought me right into this family that in a way that I really can't repay them for. They've had a huge impact on my life. Without them, I don't know where I'd be at today. And it's just all love here.
Coach, I'm not sure you could say it any better, my friend, but I'm going to ask you the same question. Again, Scotty Richardson, the athletic director for Crossroads, home of the Colts, and senior for the Colts, and Colby Taylor joins us right here on the Coach's Corner. Same question, my friend. Talk about your players this year with all the adversity, with everything that's happened this year, not only the Colts, but our surrounding areas. Talk about the individual players in general.
Yeah, I think just to tag along with what Colby was saying there, we had a team bonding meal on Monday over at Ribeyes, who's one of our corporate partners. Shout out to Ribeyes. But and we also had a team bonding at Arby's 2 weeks ago, and then Ichibar 3 weeks ago. That's real practice, because in a COVID world, I don't think people really understand that our students are in the same classroom with their grade every day. There's no break now. The lunchroom, your social distance. There's only three at a table, and they're 6 feet apart. It's really hurt team bonding, and so when you're trying to get that translated onto the basketball court, our sport is different than the others. I got to have 5 guys in motion with one ball and one basket, and it's free flowing. It's in our style. We're running up and down the court, so it has been very difficult. But I will say, an example is what we call is culture, COLTURE, culture is what we call it here. And the fact that you asked me to come on this radio show, and I asked Colby to join me, that is culture. And I think we do things a little different than most. And in that regard. And so we put a high priority on team bonding and team building. And I said this, I think, on social media last week, that basketball coaching is like building a homemade stew or a homemade soup. You add the ingredients and you stir. You add a little bit more and you stir. You taste and then you stir. And it's a process. And in a COVID world, that process has been broken up a little bit. But we have high character kids. We have strong leaders in our program, and so our best basketball is still ahead of us.
And you're tuned in to the Coach's Corner show right here on WIZS Radio. I'm Trey Snott here for WIZS. Scotty Richardson, the athletic director for Crossroads, and a senior there for the Colts, and Colby Taylor joins us. Now, Colby, I'm going to switch the kind of the conversation back to you, my friend. Let's talk about your coach. Act like he's not there, okay? You ready?
Okay.
Let's talk about him. What kind of influence has he had, really, in your short time there in Crossroads? What kind of influence he's had on your life, but also your basketball career for the Colts?
Coach has had a tremendous impact on my life. As I said, last year I came here halfway through the year, and just how accepting he was, and me and him clicked right away. He's probably a person I know who's the most similar to me. 2 weeks in, he looked me in the eye and told me that he's never coached anyone who acted more like him. I'm not sure that.
I was about to say, I'm not sure that's a good thing or not.
But I come in here and talk to him every day. He's like a father to me. A lot of big decisions in my life I run by him first. He got on me a couple months ago for something that wasn't even basketball related, just like my dad. But I love the man to death.
I mean, that's coming from not scripted. This is not written down. I love emotion and a conversation like that, my friend. I appreciate you for what you're doing. And also, Scotty, I appreciate you, my friend. Get you ready for some local basketball here on WIZS today for the second round of the Independent School Athletic Association. Crossroads takes on Carvance Academy today at 4:30. So, guys, congratulations for hosting the second round, but also congratulations on getting through a tough season and ready to rock and roll. To win today, plays tomorrow, plays Cape Fear Christian Academy. So good luck today, okay?
Trey, we got one thing to ask.
What you got?
I would like to ask if everyone would be in prayer for Brent Montgomery. He's a local state trooper and does a lot of good stuff for the community. And he is not doing well right now and is currently at UNC Chapel Hill due to COVID. I just ask that everyone just keeps him in their prayers and for a speedy recovery.
Awesome. You definitely got my attention, my friend. I appreciate you, and we'll definitely do that, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you at 4 o'clock today.
Awesome.
All right, see ya.
Thank you.
Again, the athletic director, Scotty Richardson of Crossroad Christian, and also head men's basketball coach, but the senior in Colby Taylor joins us right here. Did join us on the Coach's Corner show today. Again, great mind in basketball for Scotty Richardson. And again, you just heard Colby Taylor, a senior for Scotty. Only been there a year and a half technically, and what a year and a half it has been for our local programs, definitely not only here but surrounding area. So once again, second round of the Independent School Athletic Association kicks off today. Crossroad Christian takes on Carvance Academy, just a couple miles apart. I love stuff like this. And so the winner moves on to take on Cape Fear Christian Academy, number 1 ranked team in the playoffs this year. So, hey, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to welcome Brandon White of the Daily Dispatch. We're going to dive deep in all things Carolina Panthers and their salary situation.